Hi, welcome to another episode here on Creepy with Coffee. I'm Kim, your storyteller. Well, tonight's story, it's not about typical girl, long hair, white sheet, white clothes, pocong, things that are, or creatures that we normally heard of. Tonight's story, it's more to something that I would say hit close to the heart. Why so? Is because it appears as someone or something that you are familiar of. Well, before we get on to tonight's story, like usual, if you have yet to do so, please help me subscribe, like, and share this content out. Now, let's get into the story.
This is Creepy with Coffee.
According to the person who wrote this story and say, I've never actually seen a ghost before. But here's one thing that happened a few years back that still creeps me out till this day. It's not about Pontianak, pocong, or any of the usual suspects in Malay ghost stories. It's just something simple, but weird enough that all of us who experience it still think about it sometimes. Believe it or not, this really happened. It was sometime around November 2019. Me and my mates had just finished our evening shift at McDonald's, the one near MMR2 Jalan Karak. You know, that McD you'll see before the toll heading to Genting. Yeah, that one. We clocked out around 11 p.m. and instead of heading home, we decided to hang out at one of our friends' place in Gombak. The house wasn't big, but it was chill, the kind of spot where we just lepak, sit outside, talk nonsense, play cards, or scroll through our phone. Some of the boys would drink, let's not say the word here, drinks that would get you in a happy feeling. Others just mess around. That night, everything was normal until one of our friends, let's call him Peter, suddenly suggested something stupid. Well, we all have friends like this. He said, "Hey, come lah, let's go to this old police station near the abandoned hospital. Let's test our courage." Huh? He said in bahasa, which is, jom pergi balai polis lama yang dekat hospital Tebiar tu. Try test berani. At first, I laughed it off. Usually, I don't join in their random late night ideas. But since there were 6 of us that night and nothing better to do, I thought, why not? It's not illegal to go look around at abandoned place, right? Peter went inside to get ready. After a while, we got on our bikes, 3 motorcycles, 2 on each motorcycle. The weather was nice, the road quiet, and everything felt fine. The ride heading to the place wasn't long, maybe 15 minutes or so. The deeper we went, the darker it got, surrounded by trees. Still, it wasn't that scary, more eerie than anything for me. When we finally reached the old Balai Police or police station near the hospital, it was quiet, like really quiet. The kind of quiet where even your footsteps sound loud. We then used our phone flashlights to look around, checking out the place. I wasn't scared of ghosts. I was more worried about wild animals and random people hiding there, addicts and stuff like that. After a few minutes, we decided to call it a night and group back near the bikes. That's when we noticed something was off. The person who suggested this, Peter was gone. We called out his names a few times. "Hey, brother! Hey, Peter! Peter!" Shone our lights around, even walked back into the compound, trying to look for Peter. Nothing. Peter was just gone. And someone said, I don't remember who, but someone said, call him lah. Call his phone. So we did. Call once, twice, 3 times. But no one picked up his phone. And in that surrounding, we didn't hear ringtones as well. I was starting to feel uneasy when suddenly my phone rang. It was Peter calling. I immediately picked up and snapped at him. "Oi, mana kau pergi? Where did you go? Kita semua tengah cari kau ni. We are all looking for you." But he sounded confused. He's like, "Huh? Cari aku? Looking for me? Aku tak ikut pun. Aku kat rumah. Aku tak sihat tadi." He said he didn't follow. He was at home feeling unwell. I froze. I thought he was joking. You know, Peter also a person who liked to pull pranks. So to prove it, I video called him. And there he was, lying on his bed at home, looking half asleep and genuinely confused. He said, "Puas hati? Satisfied? Aku memang dekat rumah lah, bodoh. I'm really at home, stupid." Well, that's the direct translation. The moment I saw that, my stomach dropped. I looked at my friends, and everyone's face went pale, especially the guy who had ridden the bike with. Without saying much, we just hopped on our bikes and rode back like our lives depended on it. When we reached Peter's house, the same friend who rode with him suddenly exploded shouting at Peter, saying that he wasn't funny for pulling that kind of prank. But Peter swore he never went out with us. He said when we started playing cards at his house earlier on, he went back into his room feeling unwell. He just wanted to lay down. So he went into his room, kind of like quietly when we play cards. We didn't know what to say after that. Everyone just kind of went quiet. One by one, we went home. The next day, the guy who had been on the bike with the fake Peter called in sick. He had a fever for like 4 days. And when he finally recovered, he looked thinner, like he lost weight. He told everybody every night he kept having nightmares. And the nightmares was just something standing beside his bed. He couldn't figure out what that something was. It's just something. And that something just made him feel sick. And after that, that person stopped hanging out with us. Honestly, I can't blame him. We all eventually drifted apart too. It's been years now, but I still work at that area. My office is in Sri Gombak. Sometimes when I drive past that road, I still get chills remembering the fake Peter. Because that part still doesn't make sense to me till this day. If Peter didn't come with us that night, then who the hell was the one riding with my friend that night? Alright, that is the story for tonight. Well, tonight's take is quite simple. You wanted to do something, and you wanted to kind of like visit places with entities. Coincidentally, there is an entity that is nearby overheard this conversation. He, she, it might think that, well, let me take this opportunity to lead you there. Thankfully, nothing happened to this bunch of friends because there's a lot of things that could went wrong. People got possessed. People got lost. Luckily, the entity that led them there didn't went full length to actually cause harm to this bunch of people. Probably the entity just wanted to pull pranks whereby leading them into abandoned places like this where they have more powers than human. So next time when your friend suggested to visit places like this, make sure it is your actual friend before you hop on the bike or in the car with that person. Tell me, what do you think? If you are hanging out with a bunch of people like this and suddenly there's one random friend who said, "Come, let's go to a haunted place." What would you say to that friend? Would you hop into the car or the bike with that person? Leave it down below in the comments. I would love to read it. Even when you have nothing else to comment about the story, just tell me how your day went. Until the next episode, good night.